So I remember growing up, I'd always ride my bicycle up here to the town center, and anyone that's ridden their bike up Depot Street knows it's a killer hill. So I would always stop at this site that had like this marker, and it looked like a knight thing, like a crest. And as a kid, I was intrigued by it, though I had no idea what it was or what it meant. It had like posts around it and chains, and it looked like medieval to me, and I loved it. So never realizing years later that I would be involved in a project to preserve this historic piece that some people believe, some people don't. It's a pretty incredible story, but nevertheless, it's a site that I have a personal remembrance and connection to, even though I had no idea at the time what it was. And it's also something that's become a legend, and people from all over the world come here to see it, even if it's a story or if it's real. It doesn't matter. It's part of Westford, like Kimball's. And I got involved, and I met some incredible people with this project. Again, another project that brought so many different people together, all members of the community and people from around the world, which is really cool to me. So the knight statue, my idea for that was to do something that would give something to people that come from other places to see the site. The site was deteriorating. There wasn't much to see. You could see the sword in the rock, but there was no explanation of what it really was. There was nothing really for people to bring back. So I did the statue. I did it in my garage at home in between my two cars. I made an armature of wood, because that's what I had. And I just started sculpting with clay, trying to figure out how I wanted to do it. Previously, I had made multiple maquettes of the head, trying to figure out how do I want this knight to look? Because the drawings that they have of the carving don't really give much information. Even the armor at the time, after research, was very transitionary at the time, so there were different things that a knight from his location could be wearing, like a bassinet or different types of helmets, or the armor was transitional, like plate as opposed to just chainmail. So it was a lot. And when I finally got done, it took me about probably 4 weeks. I had to stop myself because I would ruin it, because I like to, oh, I should change this, I should change that, and I'd never get done. So I had to stop myself. I wrapped him up in plastic to keep him moist so he wouldn't crack and dry out, and rented a U-Haul. Went to go put him in and discovered he's a little too heavy. He was like 500 pounds, and I had to call my neighbor over to help me out. My neighbor had no idea I was doing this, so when he came and saw a body wrapped in plastic, he was a little concerned, and I had to show him pictures. And I remember driving, hitting every pothole. I remember I pulled over once on the highway just to tighten him down again. I was worried he was gonna break. And when I got to the foundry, they said, "Is it heavy?" I'm like, "It is this time." They came out and they helped me bring it in, and he suffered a crack right down the chest and across. So I had to fix him up. And so I left it in their hands. And when I went down to patina it, I was so proud, and it's my first full figure sculpture. And I never had any clue that it would be like on History Channel or Discovery or all these different things, or it's in a book right now. I had no idea that would happen.